How could we help? Help by opening our doors and extending our arms and say, you know what, you're welcome here. You know, if you need anything, you know, just ask, you know, be a part of this community because you live here.
All I really need to say is this is a movement, not a rally. So that means you're here today to decide what you're going to do tomorrow and the next day and the next to make change happen. It's up to us to do this. And it is not something we can do in our spare time. It's something we have to do all the time. We are just as much concerned with the perpetrators as we are the victims. They're all our children. So we better work together to make change happen. Make today the day we begin. Thank you. Thank you.
And I don't even feel safe walking to a park that's like 2 blocks away from my house because last time we got chased and shot at by a couple of gangbangers. And
I got attacked by a group of guys at my old home for a pair of earrings, and now I have a plate in my head.
So when the cops are gone, they come right back on the corner, and if we try to get on the bus, they try to rob us.
What I want to see employees, teachers, the principal connect with the students, you know?
They don't even try talking to us. I like to see them sit down and really try to understand what's going on with us.
How can y'all say no child left behind when half the kids in my class are being left behind every day?
So we have failed you. Here's how we can help you.
Hi, my name is Carol Adams, and I'm the Secretary of the Illinois Department of Human Services and the founder of the Safety Networks.
Hi, my name is Xavier Williams. I'm the project manager for Safety Networks. Safety Networks is a violence prevention initiative. It's a dual combination of community coalitions and state partner coalitions.
Safety Networks works together as a coalition. We have about 13 organizations in our coalition who offers mental health services, group mentoring, youth leadership development, gang intervention. We work with educational initiatives, all together with different organizations to address the violence in our community.
Safety Networks is about customizing what is appropriate and what you need here in your community. It's not a prescribed set of program options that you must have. It's really about what does your community need, and you know that may change from year to year. Maybe you might need to tweak, add something on, revisit what you initially started to get it right. But I think that's been the beautiful thing for us in Cicero. It's been completely customizable to what our needs are here.
I think that with anything else, young people as they develop their minds, as they look for different avenues, and look for mentors in their life, the safety net offers that. I think we've had many of the leaders here in these Roseland Safety Networks Coalition. They have the experience, they have the love with working with young people, and not only that, I think that a lot of people are looking at are thinking now that they want to change. And the safety net offers in terms of change.
I'm in Young Creative Minds. It's a nonprofit group, and it helped me change my attitude basically, because I was one of the wild ones running around, and it helped me better myself, and it helps me reach my goals, and it helps me stay out of trouble basically. So it's nice and it's fun and I like it.
Because it helps me get off the street, because me, myself, I already smoked already, and I really wanted to stop, and I already stopped because of that program. And VIP, it helped me out more than anything. If I wasn't in VIP, I would be in the corners gang banging right about now.
In my youth program, we're the ladies organizing for a vision of empowerment, and they teach us how to be better entrepreneurs. Like, we sell stuff at events at our youth center. And that's teaching me how to be a better person overall and like give me working experience.
Oh yeah, well when I first joined, I joined the East Garfield Park Safety Net Coalition. I became the first co-chair, and it's really been helpful in my community. We've seen a lot of gang violence has been subdued, and we also organized a youth summit where a lot of teams from our communities and surrounding communities came out, and it was really fun. And we just spoke about gang violence and ways to prevent it. So I think with programs like the East Garfield Park Safety Net Coalition, we will like help eliminate a lot of gang violence and hopefully the number of deaths will decrease.
This is what we have. This is what we give to young people every day out here, for them to get inspired, to make a plan, and for them to change their life. If they do that, we know that change will come to young people.
For once, we're coming together as a coalition, and there's too many organizations who work to do violence prevention, but they work separately, they work apart. So this coalition initiative allowed us to have access to funds to support our programming, but they gave power back to the community. They're not just telling us what we have to do. They gave us power back so that we can start to work hands-on with our youth and do what is needed on a community level.
We also have, for Greater Roseland, they have the Youth Voices Against Violence, and they go around to different organizations and speak on how to really stop the violence and combat a lot of conflicts that happens with young people. And then, of course, Kids Off the Block, they do a lot of great things in the city of Chicago. They're well known, and we're happy to have them a part of our coalition.
First of all, let me welcome everybody to the 9th Ward, where great things are happening, where we continue to struggle to increase the peace. And I want to thank everybody for coming out today to bring awareness to a problem that we're having in the community. Why? Because we're in our households being silent. Come out from being behind those curtains, come out and get involved in our community, because collectively we can all make a difference. Quit relying on somebody else to save us, because nobody's going to save us, but who? Us. So it lies on our steps, on our feet. So get involved.
And think about your life when you were 10 years old. These are children. And just when you look at this, you wonder, we're not in Iraq. We're not in Afghanistan. This is happening all over this great country. You know, we can save them before they go to prison. We send too many young people to prison. When they come to prison, when they come out, there's not much there. And to me, we have to rethink what we're doing in society. You know, we've had all these peace rallies, all these marches, all these things that are about children. And to me, I think we, all of us, have to some way, every community, block by block, and say to ourselves, every child is worth saving.
And some say it's because they're killing themselves. Well, nobody wonders why. Nobody has the time to take to see what's going on with those young people. And I know it's a lot of good people doing a lot of good things, but we are not doing enough. Apparently not. We started with 30 Stones. We started with Blair Holt. It started because we were tired of marching. This generation does not understand the civil rights movement. We needed to do something more so they could see everybody else, for everybody to come here to see what's going on with our young people. Please, let's do something to stop this violence amongst our young people. They are confused and they're angry. And they got issues, yes, but didn't we all when we were teenagers?
So Safety Networks here works in this way. We have a prevention component, and our prevention component is our youth center called Fuerza. In our youth center, we offer, number one, it's a safe place for young people. So after school, on school holidays, when the schools are closed, they're here. There were a lot of expulsions that were happening here in Cicero as a direct result of gang violence, drugs, and school violence as well. Half of those would be expelled without services from the district. What that means is these students cannot get served in any public school system, and the only way they can get back in school is if their parents enroll them in a private school setting. So we partnered with Illinois Virtual High School to create the Excel program. And the Excel program is for students who've been expelled from the school system and who otherwise would just be on the street or home alone. We bring them here into our technology center. We get them enrolled in classes, and they take grade appropriate classes so that they can then complete their education.